Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Finally getting to my 37 Ford pickup. This new release from Revell that Mark over at Hobby Nut Models was so gracious to send over to me to build. And as I'm looking at this kit, I'm drawn to the stock version. I like, okay, so I mean, there's no doubt about it. I like hot rods. I mean, those are my two Pro Streets that I've built, and they both were an absolute blast. But when it comes to something just classic like a 27 Lincoln or an Edsel or a 55 Chevy or 48 Fords, I'm drawn to the stock, the way that Ford or Chevy or Dodge or whoever it was made them. This has got, you know, it's got the lowered suspension and all if you want to do that. But I'm just so mesmerized by a stock 37 Ford truck. So cool. My dad actually had a 36 Ford truck, which was basically pieces. He had the engine out of it and things like that, and my dad had put the engine on an engine stand and made a display out of it. It was really neat. But anyway, back to this 37 Ford pickup by Revell, 1/25 scale. I'm going to do this kit exclusively where everything needs to be sprayed with the Hobby Nut Models electric miniature air compressor. I've got it hooked to my Iwata gun, and I've got the extension hose that comes with it. So this thing comes with a charger. It's USB charger that plugs in right here. It shoots probably somewhere around 12 to 15 psi, best I can tell. It's not so when I use my air compressor airbrush, right down here I have a I use a just a Campbell Hausfield air compressor. I set it at 20 when I usually spray, but Miss Heather, she sprayed her Jeep with this and it turned out great. And so this kit's going to get the entire build, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to give this thing a full charge, and I'm going to see if it will paint the body, the chassis, the seats, and everything along with it. That's what I want to see. I want to test this thing, test it out. I can already tell you I'm pretty confident it will paint everything on a single charge because I've not killed it yet. I did fully charge it when I got it. Miss Heather's painted a bunch of parts with it, and it's not even showing signs of slowing down. So I'm going to get this thing opened up. It is cool though that it's got the surfboard. I'm just not a rat rod kind of guy. Rat rods are neat and weathering is neat, and this box art is beautiful. Deserves a oh man, Chris Callan, could you paint this? Would that not look awesome? I got my buddy Chris Callan. His link is always, guys, always in my description of my videos is my friend Chris Callan. His Chris Callan Auto Art, and Chris is an absolute phenomenal artist, and he paints automotive paintings. Go check his website out as well as Hobby Nut Models. So I'm gonna get this opened and I'm gonna get the parts out. We're gonna check it out. It's a Revell kit. You know it's gonna build itself practically. Throw the glue in the box, shake it up, and it's gonna come out practically a built kit. But we'll see what this looks like. So let me get some parts out and get started. Stand by. All right, so got some assembly done. Got the engine pretty well put together. I like to spray my stuff, like spray it black, then spray it the color, then go do some detail painting. I know some of you guys don't like that, especially the exhaust. But that's sometimes you can't tell. Like with these exhausts, they're not these extensive headers or anything. So let's see if I can get it to focus. There it is. You can pick that out so easy, no problem at all. It comes with a 37 and a 38 hood. I didn't realize that. I'm using the 37, so it's the hood that's sitting here right there. But I have got the chassis put together, the body, the back bed, the grill is mounted. All those things are ready to be primed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some parts primed and painted, and we will come back in just a second with some primer on these parts. And by the way, I am using the, oh man, let me grab it. I had it on charge over here, getting a fresh charge. So we're going to try to see if we can do this whole thing, this whole truck, on a single charge on the Hobby Nut Models mini air compressor. So here it is right here, and it's hooked to my Iwata Neo. All right, let's get busy. All right, here we go. So everything for the most part is ready to be painted, at least in a primer state. So got the trusty Hobby Nut mini air compressor ready to go. I'm gonna paint the body, the Mr. Finishing Surfacer 1500 black. I'm going with a black on this because I'm going to go with a green, and I want it to darken the green just a little bit. So I'm going with a black primer. I've got my Tamiya flat black ready to go for my chassis, some interior parts, the wheel backs, and things like that. So I'm gonna get some paint mixed, and I'll set the camera up and we'll spray some parts. Stand by. All right, so Phil, this is the black primer here. I'll paint everything I need to paint primer first. So I'll fill my cup. And put on a glove. Don't want to spray your hand down. Here we go. Let me turn on the vacuum and I'm going to spray some parts. Okay, so got my paint ready to mix. I went with a MCW, it's just gloss green. It's a 10013E gloss green enamel. I wanted a darker color, and this was too light, so I looked on Google. Of course, Google knows all the right answers, and it said I wanted a darker color, so it just said add some black. So I added a few drops of MCW gloss black, and I got it toned down to the color I wanted. So that's good. The whole bottle, I went ahead and did the whole bottle, tinted the whole bottle rather than tinting part of it and me running out of paint. So I just went ahead and did the whole bottle. So let's mix some paint really fast. Where's got a napkin. I always have a napkin ready. So Mr. Color Leveling Thinner right here. That's some good stuff. Hobby Nut Models, you can find that. And here's my clear, my MCW clear that is now in the second bottle, because third bottle. Its original bottle, it froze the lid up, messed it up. Second bottle, it same thing. Now it's in a tester's bottle. Alright, so I'm going to, let's do 6 milliliters of paint. There's 2. Four. 6. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do 8. Just to be safe. Alright, so 8 milliliters paint. Go ahead and wipe this lid, wipe this off. I'm going to do the same thing with our leveling thinner. I'm going to do 50-50. So we're going to do 8, 2, 4, 6, and where's the 2? Right there. 8. So it'll give us quite a bit of paint. That's good. And hardener, don't use the same pipette, get a different one, get a new one for the hardener because it's gooey. Let's do, because we're doing 8, let me try 2. I usually do 1, but I usually do 6 milliliters of paint. So we just did 2 milliliters of hardener. Did I say clear? I meant hardener. I don't know what I said, to be honest with you. Alright, so we get that mixed up. And so I like to use my pipette that I did my paint with. I just pull it in, blow it out, pull it in, blow it out, pull it in, blow it out. So I'll just do this, and then I'll filter it into my cup. A little metal cup on my airbrush. I'll filter it into the cup. Each time I need to refill, I'll just put the filter over the cup, and I will fill the cup up that way so I don't get any trash in it. So I'm gonna get the camera moved around and we will get started shooting some paint. Stand by. Alright, so man, this color is just exactly what I wanted. It's just perfect. Oh man, get out of there without, I gotta get this stuff in the incubator. But that turned out exactly, that is exactly the color that I wanted. Just a drab green, late 30s. That just looks perfect. That was way too green when it was right out of the bottles, but I mixed the black in there, and it just absolutely did great. I'd hate for that to fall. And I got the wheels also painted. Didn't do those where you guys were watching. Come on, you dumb camera. There you go. So I got the wheels painted. Nice black shading. Gonna look awesome. And the upside down chassis portion is all, or not chassis actually, because the chassis is not even attached to this, but the fenders, they're all painted nicely. Looks great. MCW fashion. And the hood is also painted, and I won't even take a chance to get it off of there, but I got to get those in the incubator. So this paint again has hardener in it, so it's going to cure rather than, and you know, all paint does cure. It's but this is going to cure harder than if it were just a regular enamel. When I add that hardener, it does just that. It hardens it. It creates a chemical reaction that hardens the paint like a shell, and it is awesome. I love it. So with that said, everything's upside down here. It looks kind of funny, but this is just how I like to. I take a piece of sprue and I'll put it in an inconspicuous place where it's going to be covered up, never to be seen again. So when I break that off, I don't have to worry about touching that up or trying to remove that little bit of super glue, which is what I use to attach the sprue. I put super glue, and then I hit it with my accelerator, and it dries very quickly. Got the wheel backs here. They're painted black. The chassis painted black. I'll tell you one thing I did have to do. So here is the, let's get this focus in. Here is the pulley assembly. I lost the generator. I can't find it anywhere. I'll find it once this thing's built. You know how that goes. But I took a piece of larger size sprue. Come on, come on, come on, you can do it. I bet if I did that, there we go. Oh, that didn't work either. Anyway, I took a piece of a bigger sprue, and I cut it off, put it in my drill, and I can't even see this darn thing. I need my glasses. But I put it in my drill, and I turned down a piece of the big sprue and sanded it, and took and bored a hole in the end. Made my own generator, to say the least. That's what I'm trying to say here. Made my very own. Why is this thing not focusing? This camera, guys, is something else. And I say that in a very derogatory way. It is something else. Boy, I could call it some names. Anyway, but I made myself a generator. Good deal. It's all made up. And there we go. Zero focus. Okay, back to it. Alright, so I'm going to end this video. Part 1 of the 19... Let me grab the box. 37... Ford pickup. I don't want to touch my stuff. Let me back up here. 37 Ford pickup 2-in-1 by Revell that Mark over at Hobby Nut Model sent me. Kit's going just perfect except for the generator mishap. And the color, I'm going to build it stock. It's getting the stock. Oh, I didn't have an autofocus. Okay, sorry. It's getting the stock treatment. And by the way, so look at this. So on the cover, they've got the 37 Ford hood. Okay, that's the 37 with no sides. Now in the kit, this 37 hood, oh you stupid, the 37 hood has the sides built onto it, which you could cut them off, I guess, if you wanted. But then okay, so they tried to build, right, so this one right here, right, it's built up, I guess, supposed to be like that. But that's the 37 hood. The 38 hood is different. It goes all the way over the grill. You can't really tell that seam is right in the way, but it goes all, it's ugly. I don't like the 38 grill. Look at the 37, look at 38. But they didn't send, what am I saying? They didn't send a 37 hood that had the sides taken off of it. So you either have to remove them manually, but they did send the sides for the 38 hood, but the 38 hood is ugly. It sticks out too far. See, it's more straight up. It seems to be more straight up and sticks out too far. I don't like it. So that's why I wanted to do 37 anyway. Looks good. Nice looking truck. Mine's going to have the stake bed. Where's that at? I done lost it. Anyway, somewhere around here I've got the oh, here it is. I've got the wood. Already got the wood. You know, I'm just gonna quit using this. There we go. I got the wood painted black, and that's obviously going to go back in the back of the truck. It's going to look nice. Going to get it nice and wood grained. But other than that, the interior is going to be black. I've flat blacked the interior, but I'll do some detailing. It's going to be a black interior. It's going to be a simple truck, basic truck, the way they came from the factory. It's going to be green on the outside, black on the inside, and have some wood in the bed. And I'm going to wood grain the bed. It's going to look nice. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for subscribing. If you have not already subscribed, please go down and hit that subscription button right about there. And like this video if you don't mind by giving it a thumbs up. Don't forget to go check out Hobby Nut Models, where this stuff came from. The paint, the model, the airbrush. I got it over here. The airbrush compressor, mini compressor, which will be linked in the description of this video. Go check that out. And pretty much everything as far as supply wise I'm using, the thinners and all those things came from Hobby Nut Models. So go check out Mark's inventory, hobbynutmodels.com, linked in the description below. Go check that out. Facebook group, Model Car Videos Facebook group, the spring store. Go grab yourself a t-shirt, a coffee mug, or something like that. Model Car Videos coffee mug, and Patreon. If you're not a Patreon member, I encourage you to go over and join. It's also located in the description of this video. We have a great time on our Patreon live streams, and guys, I am going to have one very soon. I've had some things come up and interrupt my plans, but we're going to have one soon. So thank you guys for watching, and we will see you on the next one. So take care. Bye.